Team escorted their parents in front of students and staff and received best wishes from Bishop Luers and other area schools. Fort Wayne Mayor Paul Helmke spoke before the enthusiastic crowd, saying he wanted to be invited back again next week before the Saints go on to capture the state title. The Bishop Dwenger Concord game is at 12:30 at the Coliseum, and of course we'll have game highlights.
We have to take for granted that he is going to play the full 32 minutes. And what I think is going to be difficult for not only our kids, but for all the teams that have played against him, is not to be in awe of him. I think that we have to go right at him. We can't change our game any. If they give us the inside, we have to take the inside and not be too concerned about who's standing underneath the basket.
You know, I feel very confident in our play. If we play an up-tempo type game, we're very capable of playing that way. I think if teams try to slow the tempo down and spread the floor out on us a little bit, I think we've demonstrated that we can play that style too.
The winners will meet Saturday night for the title and a chance to travel to Market Square Arena next Saturday for the Final Four.
Stay tuned for ABC's World News tonight. Have a great evening.
NCAA Tournament March Madness continues tonight following News 15 Night Beat at 11:30. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News next here on Wayne TV.
Back here at the Memorial Coliseum, we're getting ready to introduce some interesting guests. Marty Johnson, who coached East Noble to that very, very tight game against Concord last week, is joining us along with John David of DeKalb, whose team was defeated by Dwenger in the championship game last week. Final score here, 60-57, Norwell in the championship game. Marty has joined us out here on the court. Move in a little closer. Okay, Marty, it's so noisy out here. That was quite a ball game.
Yeah, it was a very good ball game. Two very fine teams, both well coached, and it was just a very enjoyable game to watch.
Well, I thought Portage did all they could to win, and they almost pulled it out.
Well, there was no doubt. When it came down to the wire, they did everything right. It was just a matter of the game was going to be decided at the free throw line, and Norwell hit some very clutch free throws in timely situations.
They took Terry Dishong out in the latter stages of the game, and I thought probably that was good strategy because they had 3 ball handlers in there, or 4 ball handlers rather than the big center.
Right. It was obvious the game was going to come down to shooting free throws and handling the basketball. Portage had came at them the whole game, and at the end, when they had to get the ball back, they went into a half-court trap, and Norwell had to have somebody who could handle the ball. And it was just a very well-coached game by Coach Lewis, and I'm sure they're excited to be in the finals.
Marty, we shouldn't lose sight of the fact that Norwell did a great job on Dave Wayne.
Well, he's an exceptional three-point shooter, and they pretty much took that out of his repertoire. And on the other hand, Portage did a nice job on Archibald in the first half. So it was really a good game that was won by the role players from the other teams.
Marty, I mentioned in the introduction you did a great job against Concord last Saturday. In that night game, it was 17-15 at the half. You played a slow-down game, and nobody can blame you for that.
Well, you look at Concord, they have tremendous talent. Shawn Kemp is by far the most dominating high school player I've ever seen. And what we tried to do was keep Shawn out of the game as much as possible. We were in the game to the end. They hit some free throws and won it, but we just wanted to try to give our kids a chance to win the ball game.
Do you think we'll see those tactics here by Dwenger, or will they go out there with their strong physical game, go out and play the man-to-man?
Well, I think Dwenger will play a man-to-man, and I think they'll be patient. I think they'll try to spread the floor some, but I think they have the talent maybe to attack them just a little bit more than we were able to.
Well, what about next year for East Noble? I understand things look pretty good.
Well, we were 18-7 this year, and like you said, got beat in the championship game of the regional, and we have our top 8 players back. 2 sophomores led us in scoring in the tournament, and we feel like if our kids can keep their heads right and play hard over the summer, that we'll have a chance to be real competitive next year.
I want to congratulate you on a marvelous coaching job up there. I know the fans are all excited, and I'm sure you'll deliver for them.
Well, thank you, Hilliard. We're real excited, too, and I appreciate you having me down.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Marty Johnson, the coach of East Noble. Jan David, who coaches DeKalb, is here, and we're going to get him out here because he got his team all the way to the championship of the regional last week against Bishop Dwenger. First of all, Jan, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on a fine season. I know the regional was very sweet for you.
It was a tremendous thing for us, and I'm real proud of the kids. They played excellent basketball both games, I thought.
They certainly did. You were the underdog in both games, and you gave them a terrific ball game even in the night game against Dwenger.
Well, you know, Bishop Dwenger was an excellent ball team, and they wore us down that last about middle way through the third quarter and the fourth quarter, but still very proud of our kids.
Jan, we had a real Hoosier barn burner here a moment ago.
We sure did. Excellent ball game. You know, it's a typical, I think when you get this far, neither team's going to give up, and Portage came back. I think they were down 13 at one time and really put on the pressure and came back and got right back in the ball game.
They did a great job stopping Dave Wayne, Norwell did.
They sure did, and I thought Portage did a good job on Archibald. And, you know, the Dishon kid came through for Norwell, and I guess that's what they've had balance all year.
You played Dwenger. What are their strengths, and what will Concord have to do to beat them?
Well, I think outside, they've got a good inside-outside game. Corrett outside, I think, is an excellent player. They're going to have to control him. Inside, Dwenger's got some size, and Murphy and the other kid inside for them, both 6'7". They've got some strength in there, so I think they're going to cause Concord some problems.
Have you seen Shawn Kemp?
I haven't seen him play. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we saw him as a sophomore here a couple of years ago, but he did not have a very good ball game, but he has come all the way around the world since that time.
Oh, boy, you know, parade All-American, and he's had all the honors, and from my understanding, Concord has an excellent cast to go with him, so I'm sure Coach Johnson has prepared Dwenger very well for him.
They have 2 good guards, one a sophomore.
One a sophomore.
Jamar Johnson.
That's right. Good quickness, good outside shooting, so, you know, I think it'll be the same type of ball game as the first one.
What about DeKalb next year?
Well, we're enthusiastic about our program. I thought our seniors this year got us back, got the pride back a little bit, and we've been here 2 years in a row, and, you know, we're going to work hard to get here again. Well,
I know you enjoy getting to Fort Wayne. We enjoy having you, and we look forward to seeing your team next year.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
John David, thank you very, very much for joining us. All right, we're getting a cue over here. Bob Williams is coming out. He's the sports information director of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. And Bob, of course, is a former great sports writer of the Indianapolis Star. And probably during his years when he was also named Indiana Sports Writer of the Year on several occasions, he saw more high school basketball games than any sports writer in the state. And he traveled to say, Bob, it's great to have you in Fort Wayne.
Well, it's always good to be up here. This is one of our traditionally fine semi-state tournaments. It's always good to come back.
Bob, the first game was a marvelous game. Not the best played game all the way through, but it was a highly competitive ball game.
It was, and, you know, Portage made a heck of a comeback, and Norwell had to really sink some crucial free throws to hang on to that lead.
Well, the coaches I've just talked to all said it was obvious the game was going to come down to the free throws.
Well, you know, most of them do. When you have 2 good teams playing, and at this stage of the tournament, you're going to have a lot of them decide the foul line.
You know, you're sports information director of the IHSAA, and the Indiana program is getting more and more and more national and international publicity. And I think we can say now, maybe make a semi-formal announcement, that the state finals are going to be shown on Italian television this year.
Well, that's what I hear. That's great, isn't it? We had a phone call from the largest daily newspaper in Italy a couple of weeks ago. They wanted to come down and see Oregon Davis. Well, Oregon Davis got beat, but they may still be there, so that's good news.
Also, the Oregon Davis situation got high school basketball in Indiana national publicity. USA Today, national network with ABC on 2 or 3 occasions.
Yeah, that's true, and it seems to me we still have Lagodi in the tournament. They play the first game this afternoon, and that's a real small school. You know, I think that's one of the, probably some of the magic of our tournament, you know, since the very beginning. You know, the small schools and how well they play in this tournament.
You have a great situation developing in Indianapolis. You may have Muncie Central against Richmond tonight, and if you have that, probably one of those 2 teams would be favored to win, wouldn't they?
Well, I think they would, but they may not make it tonight. You know, you don't know. I think those.
You and I have seen that happen before.
I tell you, those other 2 teams down there are pretty tough too. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an upset down there.
What about the Concord team? Have you seen it yet?
I saw Concord a couple of weeks ago in the sectional, and they have an excellent team. And of course, everybody knows about Shawn Kemp, so they could win it, right?
You're going to see a very physical team in Bishop Dwenger here today.
That's what I hear, and everybody tells me this is going to be a great game too. So we're up here for the duration, so I'm looking forward to it.
We had a great girls tournament this year. People still talk about those 3 games. They were as competitive as any 3 you'll see in one day.
And we had a record attendance, you know, so every big revenue sport that we've had this year, every tournament, we've had a record attendance, so that's good news.
Well, Bob Williams, we appreciate the great cooperation of the IHSAA in this marvelous event. The 78 might be the most spectacular of all time if we can get the right 4 down there in Indianapolis. But you never know. This is a funny sport, and you can't predict anything.
Even without Marion, it's going to be a great tournament.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bob Williams of the IHSAA. Dick DeFay, I'm going to turn it back to you for a moment, and you can come in and give the scoring.
Okay, let's take a look at this game. Won by the Norwell Knights over Portage, 60-57. Norwell hitting 54% of their shots. They fired 41 times from the floor, and they hit on 22 for that 54% shooting average. The Portage Indians hit 47% of their shots. They fired that ball up there 42 times, and they connected on 20. From the free throw line, Portage had 17 chances. They converted 13, so they missed only 4 free throws. Norwell had 16 free throws, and they made 13 of those. So both clubs very proficient from the free throw line. And, of course, here in the latter seconds of the ball game, those free throws are very important to the Norwell Knights when it looked like Portage was going to come back. In the rebounding department, Portage out-rebounded Norwell 21-14. The turnovers pretty even. Norwell had 10 and Portage had 9. I see now that Hilliard's back on the floor with the 2 rival coaches, so let's go back out on the floor. Hilliard?
All right, Dick, and we'll return to you for more scoring in a moment. But this is a great thrill because these 2 men are going to go at each other, coaching these fine teams in just a few moments, and we're delighted they would take time during this warm-up to visit with us live on television. Jim Hahn, who was here 2 years ago with Concord and is the lone undefeated team in the state of Indiana. They have won 25 in a row, and they're rated number 2. Jim, congratulations on a really remarkable season.
Thank you very much, Hilliard.
You were here 2 years ago, and I know you were beaten by Michigan City Rogers, and I'm certain you look forward to getting back here again.
Well, I think all the kids are excited to be back here at the semi-state, and you know, we're looking forward to play again here, and we just hope we come out and play well.
You get a chance to see any of the game just before this one?
Yeah, we did. A fantastic game. Portage deserves a lot of credit for coming back and really making a great game, and Norwell's got a very fine high school team.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Concord team as we show it on television right now. The great Shawn Kemp is a great player, but you have more than one player.
Oh, exactly, and I think we've showed our balance throughout the year, and you know, we have 4 other players that start with Shawn that are very capable of doing the job. We have 3 or 4 kids that are coming in off the bench and playing extremely well, so we feel good about where we're at right now.
Your guard barrage is pretty good.
They've had a great year. Jamar Johnson's been an outstanding sophomore for us all year long. Steve Larkin's just been a fantastic leader for us. Has scored in double figures and leads us in assists, so he's had a great year also.
I know you're number 2 in the state and you're unbeaten, but those figures don't mean a thing today, do they?
No, not really. You know, everybody that's playing this time of the year is undefeated, the way I look at it. And Fort Wayne Dwenger and Mark's done a fantastic job. They're, you know, as far as I look at it, they're undefeated too and playing extremely well. So we're looking for a good game here today.
What do you expect from Bishop Dwenger here today?
Well, I expect a real physical game. You know, Mark makes no bones about it. They play that way. They're very aggressive. Got some good inside players. The Coretta kid at the guard spot's a fantastic player. So they've just got a real nice blend, and they have senior leadership on the floor, and they can use their bench also. So they pose a lot of problems.
Jim, you were terribly cooperative 2 years ago. We enjoyed watching you practice again yesterday, talking to you. And I know your teams are well coached. You're poised, and I'm sure these lads are ready. It should be a great game, and I'm indebted to you for all the cooperation you give us.
Well, I'm just glad to be a part of it, Hilliard. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Jim Hahn, the coach of Concord. And here's a young man I know is extremely proud of this moment. And I congratulate Mark Johnson, the coach of Bishop Dwenger. This has to be the realization of a long dream for you right now.
Well, we haven't really thought too much about that, Hilliard. We have a job to do. We were very proud what we did 2 weeks ago and then last week, but that's now over. Now we have one of the best teams in the state of Indiana and probably one of the top players in the nation that we have to go against.
Well, as the fans watch your team in play earlier, let's talk about Dwenger. What will Dwenger have to do in this game today?
Well, there's no doubt that we have to be able to complement our players. We're going to have to play a physical game. There's no doubt about that, to combat the physical abilities of Shawn Kemp and the other 4 players that they have. But we're going to have to be able to take advantage of what they give us, whether it be from the inside or the outside. And we just have to play a total game on both ends, the offensive end, the defensive end. We have to be able to handle their pressure. They have extreme quickness in the backcourt. And then we just have to hope that the ball falls in the hole.
Will Bishop Dwenger have to be a physical team here today?
Well, I don't think we'll change anything from what we've been all year. Some people think we're physical. Other people think we're just a normal ball club. So we will play just like we have all year, and we hope that the officials do let us bump around a little bit on the inside, and then we keep our fingers crossed and hope they call it real close in the front court. So we just have to make adjustments of what the referees are going to call and then go from there.
Mark, you have to be pleased with the fact that your team is reaching its peak right now. You haven't maybe yet played your best ball game.
Well, I really agree with you on there. We played some very good basketball towards the latter stages of the year, and that's when you want to play your best, Hilliard. You want to keep getting better until the very last game, and hopefully that's what we'll be able to do today and then through the tournament.
Did you get a chance to see the Norwell finish?
Well, I really didn't, Hilliard. We were in there going over some last-minute things, but we could hear in the locker room the excitement, and I did know that Norwell won, and they are an excellent basketball club, and they're going to be very difficult, whether it be us or for Norwell, or for Concord.
Everybody in good shape, Mark?
Everybody's in great shape. We're feeling good. We're happy. We're playing in front of 10,000 people. What more could we ask for, Hilliard?
Is the Bishop here?
Well, I don't know, but I'm now on the first-name basis with the Bishop, and if that means anything, we'll take it from there.
You know, he may be the greatest basketball fan in the world. He was brought up in Boston with the Boston Celtics.
Well, that's a name synonymous with success, and we just hope that maybe that luck of the Bishop and the luck of the Irish he brought down will stay with us for a couple more weeks.
Well, good luck to you, Mark. Congratulations on a great coaching performance.
Thank you very much,
good
sir.
Luck to you.
Thank you.
Mark Johnson, who is the coach of the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Well, we'll turn it back to Dick now and then get ready for the next game. Richard?
Thank you, Hilliard. Well, the Lafayette winner will go against the winner of the Fort Wayne semi-state next week in Indianapolis. They will play in the second game at Lafayette. It's Brownsburg and Hammond Knoll. This game is now a final, apparently. Hammond Knoll defeating Brownsburg in a close one, 58-56. This is a final. Hammond Knoll 58, Brownsburg 56. Second game is pitting Kokomo, who's lost only 2 games this season, against Lafayette Jeff. Jeff with a 13-11 record. Down at Terre Haute, we have one final in from Terre Haute. This winner will go against the Indianapolis winner. Bedford North Lawrence defeating Lagodi 72. I'm just writing this down myself here. 72-63. Lagodi with a 19-5 record bows out of the tournament. Bedford North Lawrence lost only once this season. They have the great Damon Bailey. Bedford North Lawrence 24-1 on the season. In the second game this afternoon at Terre Haute, it's Evansville Central with a 15-10 mark going against Greencastle 16-8. And the winner of the Terre Haute semi-state will go against the winner of the Indianapolis semi-state in the first game next week in the state finals. So not too long ago, if you're just now joining us, Norwell defeated the Portage Indians 60-57 in a wonderfully played basketball game, exciting. And Norwell had only one player, had two players in double figures in that contest. Terry Dishong with 18, and Darren Archbold had 14. Portage Indians were led by Greg Miney, who has been averaging only 6 points a game this season. Miney coming through with 19 points in this contest, and most of those points coming in that final period. The team's leading scorer, David Wayne, had 13 points, and he was being closely guarded by a couple of players this morning. Shane Graft and Jason Thompson and Jim Wamsley all had a hand in keeping Wayne under his 24-point-per-game average. So Portage had three players in double figures. Greg Miney with 19, Eric Jones, the 6'6" junior center, with 14, and David Wayne had 13. All right, now we have a final from Indianapolis. It was Indianapolis Ben Davis defeating Richmond. There's quite a bit of an upset, 69-61. Indianapolis Ben Davis, 69. Richmond, only a two-time loser this season, 61. Make it three now since they were beaten by Ben Davis. So I think we'll have to classify that one as a big upset. Muncie Central is playing the second game at Indianapolis against Bloomington South. And I'm sure the fans were looking forward to a Muncie Central-Richmond clash tonight, but it will not be that way now. Well, Hilliard's back with us, and I think he saw that score too, so that was a little bit of a shock. We're only about 3.5 minutes away from the opening tip-off of game number 2 this afternoon between Bishop Dwenger and the Concord Minutemen, and everybody looking forward here to the appearance of Shawn Kemp, the 6'11" senior, who has signed a letter of intent or will be going to Kentucky. We'll see whether Dwenger can hold him down. And, of course, it may be that Mark Johnson has said, well, we won't try to hold him down. Let him have his points, but we'll try to keep everybody else from scoring, and at the same time, we'll try and match Mr. Kemp and go beyond him.
Well, Dick, I'm back here at the table now. I was just contemplating the big upset, Ben Davis over Richmond. Excuse me. Bob Williams and I were out on the floor, you remember, talking about that. And he was saying that probably one or the other may not make it. And I think that's absolutely true already. One of the two didn't make it into the night game.
That's true. Richmond is out of it. So it sort of leaves the field open to Muncie Central. But after they find out that Richmond was beaten, they'll probably be a little bit cautious now.
That's for sure. Well, that was a thrilling game. We didn't have a chance, you and I, to talk about the Norwell game. But I thought they showed amazing poise, even though they turned the ball over several times. Not too many, though. In the late stages of the game, they still showed poise and were good at the foul line.
And the press certainly bothered them. No matter how much you practice against a press, you're going to run into problems with a certain team, and that certain team happened to be Portage today. Portage, a very effective all-court press against Norwell.
Well, I wonder if we'll see the all-court press in this second game.
I sort of doubt it.
I doubt it. I don't know how you put an all-court press on Shawn Kemp. Anyway, you need a ladder. Well, the teams are back out on the court. We'll be back to give you the starting lineups and give you some more information. I understand that we'll keep it here and run down just some of the ball players that we have here in the game. For Bishop Dwenger, Randy Lewandowski averaging 10.6 points a game. Pat Murphy, 13.9. Steve Theacable, the outstanding football player, going to IU on a football scholarship. Averaged 4.2, but in the tournament, he's done much better than that. He has 29 tournament points. Jeff Rolfson, 7.6. John Coretta, 19.2. And John has 102 tournament points. You're looking at Concord. Shawn Kemp is number 40. You'll recognize him. He's coming out to the end of the line here now. Just going to turn around. And you look at the Concord fans here. Concord has won 25 in a row, coached by Jim Hahn, whom we talked to moments ago. Kemp is averaging 22.7 points a game. He's the 18th player in the state of Indiana to score more than 2,000 points. He has 2,027. Bill Mutch, the starting center, is 9.9 points a game. Jamar Johnson, 13 points a game, only a sophomore. And Steve Larkin, who is the quarterback of this team, averages 9.8 points a game. Dwenger has won 19 and lost 6. Concord, 25-0. And here are the Bishop Dwenger Saints coming back out. And you look at the Bishop Dwenger fans here. 9,912 fans here at the Memorial Coliseum for the semi-state championship. The buzzer is sounded. We're ready now for the introduction of the team. And here is John Churchward.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here are your rosters and starting lineups for the second game. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Concord High School Minutemen. Number 20, a 5'7" senior, Tom Rector. A 6'2" senior, number 30, Dwayne Wicke. A 6'2" junior, number 32, Todd Henson. A 6-foot freshman, number 34, Mike Swanson. A 6'4" junior, number 42, Jade Hagan. A 6-foot senior, number 50, Ryan Sumrack. A 6'7" senior, number 52, Chris Bailey. The starting lineup at one forward, a 6'11" senior, number 40, Shawn Kemp. The other forward, a 6'2" senior, number 44, Maceo Sharp. At center, a 6'2" sophomore, number 54, Bill Mutch. At one guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 22, Jamar Johnson. And the other guard, a 6-foot senior, number 24, Steve Larkin. The Minutemen are coached by Jim Hahn. And now the home team on the scoreboard, the Bishop Dwenger High School Saints. A 5'9" junior, number 10, Mike Scudder. A 5'10" junior, number 12, Tim Burns. A 5'9" junior, number 14, Dave Lyon. A 6'3" senior, number 20, Dave Westrop. A 6'7" junior, number 34, Chris Kinney. A 6'3" junior, number 40, John Sullivan. A 6'4" senior, number 52, Tim Pelkington. And the starting lineup at one forward, a 6'3" senior, number 32, Randy Lewandowski. The other forward, a 6'7" senior, number 44, Pat Murphy. At center, a 6'4" senior, number 54, Steve Fiacable. At one guard, a 6'3" senior, number 22, Jeff Rolfson. And the other guard, a 6'2" senior, number 24, John Coretta. The Saints are coached by Mark Johnson.
And the officials, on the left is Norm Hathcote, and on the right is Lanny Rossman. We'll be back with the opening tip-off in just a moment.
Heck of a way to go.
Yep.
Way I hear it, never had a chance.
Nope.
Pauper's grave, no family. Gall darn shame.
One last look, just out of respect.
Why not? Pretty young for a transmission.
Ought to be humming along in third gear.
Way I heard it, took it in for an inspection. Never made it off the table.
If they'd only known about Russ Moore transmission. #1 in Fort Wayne for over 30 years.
No doubt about it. Be alive today.
Yep.
Here we go. Shawn Kemp, Maceo Sharp, Bill Mutch, and Jamar Johnson with Steve Larkin. But the team in green, the Concord Minutemen, Lewandowski, Murphy, Fiacable, Ralston, Coretta. The team in white, Dwenger, Shawn Kemp on the tip. It is to Jamar Johnson, the sophomore. Man-to-man defense by Bishop Dwenger immediately. To Larkin, the alley-oop play is deflected and intercepted by John Coretta. They tried an alley-oop play to Steve Larkin, but it failed. Lewandowski. Rolfson in tight to Murphy. Murphy goes up, shoots, and scores. They're going to run their offense in front of Shawn Kemp if they can. 2-0 Dwenger. Sharp missing the shot. Bounce pass through the defense. Jump shot. Rolfson scores. 4-0. Dwenger goes to an early lead. Less than a minute gone in the first quarter. Jamar Johnson, Larkin into the corner to Sharp. Back underneath, intercepted by John Coretta. They had another play going, and the play was picked off. Long shot outside. Lewandowski, not good. Not a very good shot selection there. Traveling called against Shawn Kemp. Here is one of the greatest players in Indiana high school history, Shawn Kemp. He is 6'11", averages 22.7 points a game. Inside, Murphy missed the shot, and it went out of bounds. It'll be Concord's ball. The only undefeated team in this tournament, right here in green. Jamar Johnson brings it down. Coretta's on him. Steve Larkin, they have the alley-oop, and they lose it. They don't get it, but a foul is called. They tried the alley-oop to Kemp. He couldn't quite get his hands on the ball. Maybe we can see that again and see that he doesn't get control of it.
Let's watch Pat Murphy. He's on Kemp. Boy, I couldn't see the foul there, but they called a foul on Pat Murphy.
Here's Kemp, only a 53% foul shooter. Lad is headed to the University of Kentucky. He made a selection a long time ago. He was here 2 years ago as a sophomore. He misses. 4-0 Dwenger. Norwell eliminating Portage 60-57. A beautiful ball game earlier today. And Richmond is out of this tournament. Four to 1. Coretta getting it set up. Goes inside. Via Cable. Shot is blocked by Kemp. Kemp made a clean block of the ball. Jamar Johnson. Convoy losing the ball. Coming down is Coretta. Coretta stops, jumps, shoots, scores! So it is 6-1. For Wayne Bishop, Dwenger on top. 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Dwenger fans are standing. Here's the Larkin backdoor play that scores. Steve Larkin. Coretta going around Kemp, losing the ball momentarily, gets it again. Wildly thrown, but kicked out of bounds. Knocked out by Bill Much. The rest of the Concord team, other than Kemp, not too large. Much is listed at 6'2", but I don't think he's that tall. Ball comes out to Jeff Rolfson. Lewandowski into Via Cable. Deflected pass, knocked out of bounds. Bishop Dwenger ball. They're on top 6-3. They're led by 5, 6-1. Great victory for Jerry Lewis in the first game today. Rolfson into the corner. Coretta jump, shoots, got another one. He's an excellent left-handed shooter, and it's 8-3. 5.5-minute mark in the first quarter. Kemp trying, they were going to go for the alley-oop, and then Kemp decided not to go on through, and the ball was thrown away. Lewandowski to Murphy. Murphy drives under, blocked by Kemp. Kemp coming out, the ball is loose, picked up in center court by Coretta Dwenger. Coretta, this will be off the left and short. It was blocked, intercepted right back. As Coretta falls down and he travels.
A little wild and frantic.
Well,
right
it's
now.
very, very physical. Concord will inbound the ball. Concord averaging 69 points a game, but they keep opponents under 50% in field goal attempts. There's Kemp way outside. It's good. Shawn Kemp getting 2. He was just on the 3-point line. 8-5, Dwenger. Going inside. Murphy fakes again. He travels. So Dwenger has turned the ball over 3 times, already conquered 5 times.
They got Chris Kinney in there now for Dwenger.
Right. Larkin bringing the ball down, going underneath and out of bounds. It went through the hands of Maceo Sharp. Chris Kinney, 34. They need more size. He's in the game for Bishop Dwenger, and Fia Cable is out. Coretta brings the ball down against a man-to-man defense. So now they set up zone. Murphy shooting, missing it. Controlled by Bill Much. Jamar Johnson, Larkin. Larkin drives, jumps, shoots, got it. He has 4, and it's 8-7, Dwenger. John Coretta. Ball is deflected, knocked out of bounds by 44, Jamar Johnson. Four minutes, 5 seconds. Substitution coming in. Tim Burns, the ball handler, goes in. Coming out is Jeff Rolfson. Burns averages only 2 points a game. Lewandowski inbounds the ball to Coretta. Right back to Lewandowski. He drives, he goes up, shoots, misses the shot. Rebound shot scored by Chris Kinney. Excellent offensive rebound by Chris Kinney. And it is 10-7. Concord is terribly quick. Oh, what a slam dunk. Basket is good and a foul on Kinney. I'm not sure I've ever seen the alley-oop that far away.
Especially with Shawn Kemp riding the back of Kinney. Let's watch it. Here's a pass from way, way over on the right side. Now watch Kemp. Whoa! Man, oh man. And then he gets a horseback ride from Chris Kinney.
He also hung on the rim, and Mark Johnson is asking about a technical foul. Here's Shawn Kemp going for a 3-point play and a tie. Maybe you ought to call that a 3-point play. But have you seen an alley-oop from that far out?
Not that far out.
This to tie, and he gets it. So it is 10-10. 3:44 to go in the first period. Coretta losing the ball. It's loose. Picked up by Kemp. Knocked away. Picked up on a double dribble. Kemp double dribbled the ball. Tim Burns picked it up anyway. Timeout called in the first period at the Memorial Coliseum. It is 10-10. Dwenger and Concord. And stay with us. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Sunbeam bread's been a part of the family. Sunbeam bread in the heart of it all. Breaking bread together through the generations. Sunbeam bread's been a part of the family. Because you care, you share Sunbeam bread.
Here's another look at that slam dunk by Kemp from the rafters. Watch this. He's clear up above the rim, takes it one-handed, fires it through the hoop. That pass came from almost midcourt.
John Coretta inbounds the ball for Bishop Dwenger into Tim Burns. Good substitution to put Burns into the game at that stage. They put Coretta in the vise. He goes to the corner, feeds it out, jump shot, scoring, missing it. Pat Murphy. Kemp. And there'll be a charging violation on Kemp.
Shawn Kemp just sort of gliding down the sidelines, moving in. Good position there. Good position by Murphy, but I don't know whether he wanted that good position. Kemp really bowled him over.
Well, you sacrifice your bod, don't you?
Sure do.
10-10. First quarter, 3:18. Deflected pass. Intercepted Concord. Down court to Steve Larkin. Larkin sends it back out. Intercepted by Tim Burns. Burns to Coretta. Long pass down to Murphy. Murphy drives on Shawn Kemp. He goes up, he shoots, he scores. No basket, he travels. Steve Larkin will inbound the ball. Jim Hunt isn't very deep on the bench. He doesn't play more than 6 or 7 players. In fact, nobody in the second line averages more than 2.4 points a game. Bill Much, Steve Larkin's long outside shot, scores. 3-point shot. Steve Larkin. And Concord takes the lead, 13-10 on the three-pointer by Larkin. High post pass, Coretta's outside shot, got it, 3 points. Ties the game at 13. Maceo Sharp had a shot blocked and went out of bounds.
Nice play by Chris Kinney. He went right up and batted it out of bounds.
Jamar Johnson inbounds the ball. Goes to Kemp. Kemp shoots to the side. He misses it. Rebound. Not good. Rebounded to Kemp. Kemp goes up and scores. So Shawn Kemp with 7 points. A lot of bodily contact underneath. This is Murphy missing. Rebound Kinney missing. Rebound Kemp. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. First quarter. Concord is lightning fast. Intercepted by Lewandowski. Bounce passing over, deflected. And a traveling is called on Tim Burns. Was intercepted anyway.
Dwenger coach Mark Johnson said we'd like to get into a high-scoring game, but we don't want to get into a game where we're playing alley ball.
Dave Westrup goes in for Dwenger. Coming out is Tim Burns. Westrup a little bit bigger at 6'3", Burns at 5'10". 15-13, Concord. Ball comes out to Dave Westrup. He's pressed. Concord is lightning quick. Absolutely every player is quick. Ball intercepted by Jamar Johnson. Johnson driving on Murphy, stops, shoots, and misses it. Rebound, Jogo. Still, Jogo caught shot and missed. Maceo Sharp missed that ball. Here's Bishop Dwenger trying to get a tie. It goes to Coretta. He shoots. He scores. Coretta with 9.
Right. Boy, he's calm, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Ties the game at 15. Steve Larkin scores. He has 9. 18-15. Concord in the lead. Coretta. Dave Westrup. Lewandowski down the baseline, goes up and scores. 18-17. Concord leads it by 1. We're in the last 44 seconds of period number 1. Bill Much missing. Rebound. The whistle of blowing traveling will be charged to 54, Bill Much. So Bishop Dwenger gets the ball back, trailing by a point. John Coretta has really been working out there. He's having to bring the ball down frequently against the press. He's having to be the pivot man on the offense, be it in the center or on the sides. He gets the screen there by Kinney, drives left, goes up, he shoots, he scores. John Coretta. He has 11 points. It's 19-18. Dwenger back in the lead. 4 unanswered points by Dwenger. Kemp on the outside. He misses it. Rebound to Kinney, and he's fouled by Steve Larkin. That's only the second personal foul on Concord here.
Nice play by Chris Kinney. He goes high, gets the rebound, and then Larkin coming in over the back, trying to knock the ball away or even get the rebound, but he couldn't do it against Kinney, who is 6'7".
2 seconds to go in the quarter. Down court, Lewandowski throws it to the hoop. He misses. The end of the first quarter, Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger 19 and the Concord Minutemen 18. We'll check our scoring right after these messages.
I can hardly believe it, but that's me not so long ago. Mom sure dressed me well. Great looking shirt. The 4 seniors after our first sectional win. Finally graduated. You know, I've got a lot to be thankful for. Not the least of which was people making sure I ate right and drank lots of milk so I could play up to my potential. People like this lady here. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom, for buying shingles. Shingles!
Norwell eliminating Portage this afternoon, 60-57, at a typical Hoosier barn burner basketball game. Delighted to see Joe Sexton here this afternoon, the fine coach of Butler University and our broadcasting colleague for so many years in Indianapolis. He suffered a minor stroke, but he's back here and he's scouting for the Butler Bulldogs. Joe, one of the great players in this tournament's history, award winner in Indianapolis with Indianapolis Tech. Beautiful shot by Pat Murphy. 21-18, Murphy's second field goal. 2 men have done all the scoring for Concord. Shawn Kemp with 8, Steve Larkin with 9. Bill Mudge missing it. Rebound controlled by Jeff Rolfson, who's back into the lineup for Dwenger. Coretta down court to Lewandowski, banks it in and scores. Randy Lewandowski, 23-18. Jamar Johnson, Steve Larkin, Shawn Kemp, they double team him. He jumps it, he scores anyway. 10 points for Kemp. 23-20. All court pressure. Deflected. Picked up by Mudge. He misses it. Rebound kept alive. Here's Dwenger coming down. 3-on-1. Lewandowski driving on Kemp. He misses the shot. Rebound. Kitty is good. 25-20 Dwenger. Dick Concord is about as quick a team as you'll ever see, even with Kemp in there. Here he is. They double team him. He shoots it. He misses it. Rebound to Coretta. Coretta down court. Bounce passing quickly to Ralston. He misses the shot, but a traveling violation is called to Coretta. Lewandowski is very tired. He wants to get out of the ball game. He's just motioning to Mark Johnson, so he'll send Dave Westra back in.
This tempo keeps up, there's going to be a lot of substituting.
Maybe even for the announcers. How is Bill Nichols on play-by-play? Or color?
He may have to do both.
25-20. Dwenger, second period. Dwayne Wicke is in the lineup now for Concord. Oh, Jamar Johnson from the way out.
That's good for 3. That's far enough out.
Right. 25-23 Dwenger. This is Ralston inside to Kinney, but he is fouled. It'll be charged to the lad who just went to the game, Dwayne Wicke.
Wicke actually grabbed right a hold of Kinney as Kinney gets the ball. Now watch it. Right there, he's got him around the back and also around the right arm.
That's only the 3rd team foul on Concord in this game. Concord limits the opposition. There is Coretta going under scoring. He's fouled by Jamar Johnson. Coretta with 13 now, and he's going for 14. Let's get back to that item about Concord. The opposition averages 37% in field goals against this team. Randy Lewandowski getting back in. Here he comes. Coming out is Dave Westra. 32, Lewandowski. 6'3", has 4 points today. Here is Coretta. 81% at the foul line. A left-hander, and he gets it. Coretta with 14 points, leading all scorers in the game. And Dwenger leads it by 5. .50 in the lineup is Ryan Sumrek. Shot is missed. Rebounded by Ralston. Coming down to Coretta. He has some daylight. He's accidentally tripped, but he's fouled by Jamar Johnson. That saved the field goal. And let's see if that's going to be ruled a deliberate foul because he was in the lead. Let's see how they do it.
Nice play by Rolfson to Coretta. Coretta's got the advantage. Now here's the trip. It was accidentally, I think, by number 22, Jamar Johnson. He was trying to catch up with Coretta.
But he was in the lead going down the floor, and it could have been a deliberate foul. Let's see what they're going to call. It is a shooting foul. 1-1. Here's Coretta. Excellent free throw shooter. Left-hander kind of twists his body to the right when he shoots, and he misses it. Rebounded by you-know-who, Shawn Kemp. Kemp has 10. Coretta with 14. 5.5-minute mark, first half. They go inside. Traveling is called on Dwayne Wicke. Rolfson talking to the coaching staff. Lance Hershberger, Brad Holsinger, Jim Kedra. Mark Johnson, head coach of Bishop Dwenger in his 4th year. Rolfson from the side, misses, overshot it. Rebound is kicked out of bounds by Concord and rounded by the Saints. Here's Bill Much, a starter, going back in for Concord. And they'll give Dwayne Wicke a little rest. Here he comes out.
Well, you got to take a number underneath that basket, don't you?
There's a crowd. Invited by Pat Murphy. Lewandowski back to Murphy on Kemp. He goes under, he misses the shot. Rebound, Kinney. Kinney goes up and scores. Kinney with 6 points. And it's now 30-23. Dwenger, that's their biggest lead. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Intercepted pass, Rolfson. He has Jamar Johnson to beat to Coretta. It is goaltending. Coretta's basket will count. Shawn Kemp went into the air and blocked it.
Take a look at this. There's a goaltending by Kemp. He went clear up, and there was no way that ball was going to get down or even towards the rim.
4 minutes, 52 seconds, timeout, Concord. And we're ready for these messages back in just a moment.
Things made the traditional way. A birthday wish. Chantilly lace. Things made the traditional way you can eat. Eckrich smoked sausage. Still made with selected cuts of beef and spices. Still smoked over hardwood embers. And still handmade the traditional way since 1895. Eckrich, the very best from our house to yours.
Here's a look at John Coretta. He's got the good... Oh, there's the trip from behind by Johnson.
Inbound by Concord. This Jamar Johnson. Messio Sharp. Jamar Johnson shooting over Kinney. Misses the shot. Rebounded beautifully by Lewandowski. That's the name of this game. Against this team, you must control the board. Jeff Rolfson goes into Kinney. Kinney has it knocked away, stolen by Shawn Kemp. 32-23. Dwenger's lead. 4:21 to go in the half. Maceo shot misses. Shawn Kemp rebound, drops the ball, picks it up, shoots it short. Rebound, a foul underneath. It'll be charged to Pat Murphy.
There's the turnaround jump shot by Kemp, but they call a foul as he went up in the air. I didn't quite catch it. Pat Murphy didn't quite catch it either, but the official did.
Inbounding will be Jamar Johnson. Inside to Much. He misses the shot. Rebound Johnson, he got it. 5 points for Johnson in the second period. It's 32-25 Dwenger. Norwell back at the hotel resting. Getting ready for the championship game. 8 o'clock tonight. Hope you'll join us if you're not here in person. Driving under, shooting, and scoring. Give it to Lewandowski. 34-25. 3:41 to go. Shawn Kemp, 18-footer, yes. He has 12. John Coretta shooting short. Rebound Murphy. Murphy goes up. He shoots. It is blocked by Kemp. Picked up by 44. That's Maceo Sharp. Dwenger fans thought that Murphy was fouled by Kemp. There's Kemp getting a high pass, turning, shooting, scoring again. Incredible touch this big man has. 34-29. 3 minutes to go in the half. Murphy banks it in. 36-29. Shawn Kemp, yes. 2 points. 36-31. He now has 16. Time is being called. Bishop Dwenger calls timeout with a score of 36-31. Dwenger led 32-23 at one stage of the second period, and they've been outscored here. 2:36 remaining in the first half. Dwenger averages almost 72 points a game, and Concord 69. Bishop Dwenger going as far as they've ever gone before in the IHSAA basketball championship. Back in 1968, Fort Wayne Central Catholic got to the semi-state under Leon Youngpeter, who was coaching the team in those days. We see some of the Concord Pretties.
The only team to come close to Concord this year has been Goshen, and that was a 3-point game, 42-39. As a matter of fact, the only time anybody gets close to Concord is when they hold the ball on them. Warsaw lost to them by 4, 44-40. Goshen, as I said, lost to them by 3 points. Penn by 5, 56-51. And East Noble played them right down to the wire also last week.
Well, Shawn Kemp is showing he doesn't have to get underneath the score. Isn't that right?
That's right. Put him outside in the corners anywhere.
Here's Ralston inside to Kinney. He missed it. Rebound Kemp. Kinney hurried the shot. He was so far open he didn't realize it, and he hurried the shot. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bill Much down the lane, scoring. He's taking some of the pressure off of Shawn Kemp right there, and it is 36-33. Dwenger scored only 4 points to 10 by Concord. Kinney's open, he dropped the ball. Wasn't expecting the pass, 3-on-1. It is to Larkin, he scores. 11 points for Larkin, 36-35. Mark Johnson signaling what he wants his team to do. There's no timeout. Substitution, they're putting Thea Cable in the lineup, and also coming in is Tim Burns.
Actually, that was not a good pass to Kinney. It was fired right into his stomach.
That's a good point. There's Mark Johnson, the coach of the Saints. John Coretta to Tim Burns. Dwenger's lead is 1. Burns. Tim going to Lewandowski, banks it in. That's his third field goal in the second quarter, and it is 38-35. Good play by Dwenger at a critical stage of the first half. Under 90 seconds. Bank in. Give it to Maceo Sharp. 38-37. Beautiful half-court shot from the corner. Randy Lewandowski has 8 points in this period, 10 for the game. It is to Kemp. He drops the ball. Picked up by Thea Cable. To Tim Burns. Burns driving, going in, shooting and scoring. Let's see if they count the basket. No basket, a charging violation. The basket will not count.
That play may have been a little suspect. Watch Burns. Now, he does not cut towards the basket. He keeps going to the outside, but maybe the man had his position. Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, he was pretty well stationed.
He was. Inbounded by 24, that's Steve Larkin. And now Jamar Johnson, under a minute, 45 seconds. Shawn Kemp scores from the side. 2 points. 40-39, Dwenger by 1. Ball deflected again, intercepted by Concord. Maceo Sharp, Jamar Johnson. 24 seconds. Kemp from outside. It is not good. A 3-point shot. And going under driving, not good. It'll be a traveling violation anyway. Turnover goes back to Dwenger with 18 seconds to go in the half as you look at Jim Hahn. He was a great ball player at Ball State University. Invited by Tim Burns. They're getting Pat Murphy out for more of a rest. 18 seconds to go. 40-39, Dwenger by a point. The bounce pass is kicked by Kemp.
3 points, huh? That would have gone right through the uprights.
A bit of field goal. I mean, a football field goal. Goes into Coretta. 10 seconds. Burns underneath all alone via cable. He goes up. Jump ball is called, and it'll be Concord's ball on the alternate possession. Shawn Kemp went up and blocked the shot. They ruled no contact, and it'll be Concord with 5 seconds to get the lead.
You got to be 7'2" to go against Kemp.
He looks about 12 feet tall, doesn't he? Here it is, Maceo Sharp, Kemp dribbling on, it's in the air, he's not good. That's the end of the first half. And the score is Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger 40 and the Concord Minutemen 39. We'll be back with the halftime activities following this.
Okay, Neil, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Big Deal Neil with another big deal from Big Deal Neil's Caratorium. Right now, we've got every car on my lot $500 below my cost.
That's a crime. And Kelly Chevrolet stomps out crime with true March savings like these. Cavaliers as low as $69.95. Work trucks starting at just $89.90 and Astro conversions from $13,995.
But wait, there's...
Bishop Dwenger leading by 1 point, 40-39, in another thrilling ball game. We hope you saw the first game this afternoon, won by Norwell over Portage, a tremendous ball game. Here's the scoring now. Bishop Dwenger Saints, a total of 40. Randy Lewandowski with 10, 8 in the second quarter. Pat Murphy with 6. Steve Biacable did not score. Jeff Rolfson with 2. John Coretta with 16. And Chris Kenny with 6. And now for Concord, Shawn Kemp with 18. Maceo Sharp with 2. Bill Much with 2. Jamar Johnson has 5, all in the second quarter. And Steve Larkin with a total of 11. He averages 9.8 points a game. First quarter score, 19-18 in favor of Bishop Dwenger. Dwenger took the early scoring lead at 8-3, but were tied 13-13. Regained the lead after being down by 2, 15-13. And went ahead 19-18, 23-18, 30-23, and 32-23, and that was the biggest lead they had in the first half of the game. Let's get some guests out here. Dan Wilson, the coach of Elmhurst, is coming out to join us. Dan got into the final game of the regional last Saturday night with the Elmhurst Trojans losing to Bishop Dwenger. Dan, first of all, congratulations on 4 sectionals in 6 years.
Thank you very much. It's fun to be here. You always have a little sick spot in your stomach, but realistically, we had a good year and brought a lot of excitement to the school, and it's been a pleasant experience.
Dan, what about next year for Elmhurst?
Well, we have Gary Arrington back, who had 24 points and 15 rebounds in our regional game, and Demetrius Fisher will be back, and that's a nice core to build around, so we're optimistic.
This is a very, very interesting basketball game, and it is rugged as everybody expected it would be. A lot of body, a lot of contact, and Shawn Kemp is unbelievable.
Which one is Shawn? No, it's been a great 2 games, actually, and we've got, I don't think the game's over by any stretch. I think it's going to be a close game. They're letting Shawn play, and that's to Concord's advantage. I'm impressed with how Dwenger's come out after them and played their game, and it's been a great ball game.
Dan, Concord is amazingly quick.
They're extremely quick. One huge man in the middle and 4 quick people around him makes for a dangerous combination, and that's, I don't think they play maybe as a team like Dwenger does, but that's a dangerous combination. Makes them hard to beat.
Well, Jim Hahn told me at practice yesterday to watch his guards because he thinks he has 2 of the quickest anywhere.
Well, you get down on ground level where you're at broadcasting, and they are extremely quick, and it's a credit to Dwenger that they've not kicked the ball out any more than they have. Fred has done a nice job.
Dan, Jerry Lewis did a great job with Norwell this morning.
He's a fine coach, and his team exemplifies his style, and they're going to be hard to beat. If, let's say, Concord would get in the final game, I can see Archibald maybe getting a kid like Kemp in foul trouble. They're a dangerous team to reckon with.
Well, I congratulate you on your marvelous coaching career. You've done so well, and I know you were disappointed last Saturday night in that ball game, but we wish you well.
Thank you very much. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Thank you, Dan. Andy Piazza, the coach of Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne, concluding his first year, and this is our first chance to present him to the Midwest television audience. Andy, welcome to our show, and welcome to Indiana basketball.
Thank you very much, Hilliard. It's fun to be here. It's my first experience in the Hoosier area.
Okay, let me ask you now, right out the front here, is it anything like you thought it would be?
Well, I'm coming from Michigan the last 9 years, and we do a good job up in Michigan too, but there's more attention by more people, and it means a lot more to the communities, and I think that's what's important. And it's Michigan doesn't have that. They used to 10 years ago, but Indiana's carrying on the tradition.
Did you see the first game?
I saw the second half. I just came in from the Junior College National Tournament this morning, and Norwell's a heck of a team, I tell you.
They really are. They held their poise and did a great job. Portage, a good basketball team.
Oh, yeah, he does Coach does a real good job, and of course Darren Archibald was showed his leadership down the stretch, and the whole team just played very well, and their guards held their composure against all that trapping pressure, and that's the key when you have all 5 kids playing well like that.
Would you like to recruit Shawn Kemp?
Oh, he's a talent, I tell you that. They have their hands full, but I'm sure Coach Johnson's working on something right now to give a lot more attention to him the second half.
Well, we appreciate you coming to Fort Wayne. You add to our sports picture, particularly the basketball picture, and we wish you well. I know that you're recruiting going all over the Midwest.
Yes, we're getting in Indiana. We want to get as many Indiana kids as we can for next year, and we're looking to sign at least 4 seniors from the state of Indiana for our program at Fort Wayne this year.
Andy Piazza, congratulations on your first year. Have better years as you go along, and I know you will, and we thank you much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Hilliard. It's a pleasure to be here.
Andy Piazza, the coach at Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. We'll be back with some scoring statistics, getting ready for the second half of this great game with a score, Bishop Dwenger 40 and Concord 39. Please stay with us.
Boy sure grew up fast. Seems like just yesterday he was a kid underfoot, runny nose and all. I made sure he got square meals and plenty of dairy products to make sure he grew up big and strong. In fact, it seems like there was never any milk left in the refrigerator.
Well, thanks, Mom.
That's my boy.
Thanks, Mom, for buying shingles. Shingles!
Here's a look at Dwenger's fine shooting guard, John Coretta. He's leading the team with 16. Nice, easy 18-footer. And then, of course, Shawn Kemp, who has 18 points for his Minutemen. Watch this dunk. He's sneaking around. Nobody watching him right at the moment. Will he ever get there? There he goes. All alone, and there's that big, fantastic slam dunk from the rafters. One-handed yet, Mom. Okay, both teams back on the floor. 40-39 ball game. Dwenger holding on to a 1-point lead. At one stage in this contest, they had a 9-point lead, 32-23, Hilliard, but now it's only a 1-point lead.
Right, we want to correct the score. Steve Larkin has 12 points. He had an extra 3-point shot in the first quarter. Is that what you have, Dick?
That's right.
Okay, so it's 12 points for Larkin instead of the 11. They corrected a 2-point play to a 3-point play in the first quarter of the game. 40-39 as the teams come back out on the court, and it's in favor of Bishop Dwenger. And stay with us. We'll be back for the second half. Got them all.
We're here at the National Space Satellite Dish, where for 3 days in a row, scientists have received messages from deep space. Dr. Gilbert.
At precisely 12 noon, we have received the signal.
And now, as the hour of 12 approaches, we listen for these strange sounds.
It's no mystery where great refreshment comes from. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Here's a look at the scoring for Bishop Dwenger. Randy Lewandowski with 10 points. Pat Murphy has 6. Jeff Ralston has a couple of points. John Coretta leading the Saints with 16, and Chris Kinney has come in with 6 points. Concord being paced by their All-American Shawn Kemp with 18. Maceo Sharp with a couple. Bill Much has 2 points. Jamar Johnson with 5. And Steve Larkin has 12 points. Larkin averages about 9.8 points a game, so he's a little bit of a surprise here for the Concord Minutemen. Hilliard?
Both teams going back to the original starting lineups. Fatigue may be a big problem here for Dwenger because they're being forced up and down that floor. Dwenger possession, second half. Inbounded by the brilliant John Coretta, who was not a native-born Hoosier, but he picked up the game in a hurry. This is Coretta to Ralston. Kinney is starting the second half. He's in there. They try the roll-off. Intercepted by Bill Much. Jamar Johnson for Concord, trailing by a point. Larkin. Maceo Sharp. And he tries to get on the baseline. Charged the foul to Lewandowski, his first.
Foul is on number 32, Randy Lewandowski.
Randy Lewandowski trying to cut him off the baseline, moved right in front of him and bumped him out of bounds.
Shawn Kemp, Larkin, Johnson, yes. 7 points for Johnson. And it's 41-40. Concord leads it. Last time they led, it was 18-15. Kinney missing the shot. Rebounds and gets it. Chris Kinney with 8 points. 42-41. Dwenger back in the lead. Norwell will play the winner tonight. Shawn Kemp, baseline left. Yes. What a delicate soft cut. 20 points for Kemp. His average is 22.7. 43-42. Concord. Long pass comes down. It's intercepted by Coretta, away from Shawn Kemp. Coretta right down the baseline to the foul line. Has the shot deflected, and it's finally picked up by Jamar Johnson. Concord with 1 turnover so far. Dwenger 2 already in the second half. There's Kemp. Kemp is... The ball is tied up. Nice play by Jeff Ralston. Ralston tied up Shawn Kemp, and on the alternate possession, it will be Concord ball. Norwell beating Portage 60-57 this afternoon in an absolute thriller. Johnson, another. He just scored a moment ago, and it's 45-42. Concord leading it by 3. That ties the previous biggest lead of the game. Ralston is covered up tightly. Lewandowski banks it up, misses the shot. Rebound down court to Kemp. Here is Kemp, stolen by Coretta. John Coretta came from the blind side and took the ball away from Shawn Kemp. Lewandowski inside to Kinney. Chris goes up. It is blocked by Kemp, and it's no foul. Kemp blocked the shot. Larkin. Maceo Sharp. 47-42. Timeout, Dwenger. 5 minutes and 33 seconds yet to be played. This is the third quarter of today's second game. First won by Norwell, 60-57 over Portage. Stay with us. Now, these messages.
Colonial Homes by Delagrange. Perfect outside, and hey, here's Steve Alford.
That's right. I thought I'd try out this court before checking out another Colonial home.
Colonial Homes works with you from the planning right through the decorating. They only use the best. Colonial Homes builds you a house as individual as you. Choose Colonial Homes, the very best.
Colonial Homes by Delagrange, the very best.
Here's a look at the block shot by Kemp on McKinney. He just went right up and took it out of the air.
Here's Coretta bringing it down. They try to set up Kinney. High-low post. They go to Kinney. Kinney goes up, blocked again by Kemp. No foul. Yes, they do. One official didn't call it. The one in behind did. So Shawn Kemp draws his second foul of the game.
Kemp trying to stop the shot from behind on this particular play. Boy, it looked like a pretty clean block from here.
I saw no contact.
I didn't see anybody contact at all.
Here's Kinney, only a 48% foul shooter, on the line for the first time today, but he's added 8 points to the Dwenger total. They're now by 5. This is one.
Here's the same shot again, different angle. Nah, still don't see anybody contact.
Kinney misses 2. Rebound controlled by Steve Larkin of Concord. The Minutemen with the ball, leading by 5 with 5:18 of this third period yet to be played. Now they're getting it set up. Let's watch the play. Kemp goes into the post. Now they feed it into Kemp. Kemp on the baseline, gets away, goes up, reverses it, and scores. 22 for Shawn Kemp, 49-42. Dwenger trails by 7. Not quite halfway in the third. Lewandowski banks it up, misses the shot. Rebound to Kemp, knocked away by Rolfson, and Rolfson fouled. Tim Burns going in. Coming out is Rolfson. Dwenger substitution.
Dwenger unable to score here. They got 1 field goal, but they have thrown the ball up there 6 times. 1 out of 6 is not a good percentage. Concord is at 5 out of 5 from the field.
You know, Kemp might be able to play guard in college. There's the roll-off block. Coretta. Stops, jumps, shoots off balance, and hit it anyway. Coretta with 18. 49-44. Jamar Johnson for Concord. Larkin. Kemp. Kemp is tied up momentarily, gets a shot and scores anyway. He has 24. Kind of a slow whistle there, and it's 51-44. Ball deflected out of bounds. Touch last by Coretta. Was broken up by 44, Maceo Sharp. (51-44). Jim Hahn giving the signal what play he wants. Let's see who it is. It's Kemp first. Kemp across the foul line, goes left. They try underneath. Intercepted by Tim Burns. Good play by Tim. Coretta on the drive. Shoots it from inside the lane and scores it. That soft left-handed jump shot. He has 20. And it's 51-46. These have been 2 tremendous prep games here this Saturday. It goes in now to Kemp. Shawn trying to get the shot away. Foul on Tim Burns. We have a third period score at Lafayette Semi-State. Kokomo, one of the best teams in the state. 41-30 over Lafayette Jet. Basil Malby coaches Kokomo. You remember we won the state championship at Connersville, and before that he used to coach at Angola. Muncie Central trailing Bloomington South at halftime, 27-26. Kemp scores. He's 3 for 4 at the foul line.
Here's a great move by Kemp. Now watch him. Left, right. There's Burns. Burns just clapped his hands, I thought, but they called a foul on him.
So it is now 53-46. Concord on top of Bishop Dwenger. There's Kinney left alone. Kinney goes up, lays it up, misses the shot. Goes up again and misses again. It is now into Pat Murphy's hands. Knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Dwenger basketball. Well, Kinney had two open, almost lay-ins there, and he kind of hurried both of them. Coretta. A lot of traffic, banks it up, misses the shot. He charged on the play. His first foul. 53-46. Concord unbeaten this year, 25 consecutive victories. Only undefeated team left in the tournament. We lost Richmond earlier today, and Muncie Central is trailing. All court pressure now by Dwenger. Lewandowski draws the foul. At Terre Haute's second game in the third quarter, it's Evansville Central 46, Greencastle 44, another close game. Maceo Sharp will be the free thrower. He's 50% on the line this season. Has 4 points today. Is 6'2", senior. The Concord team shoots free throws in regular season play at 63%. They're above that here today. Kinney rebounds. 46-54 in favor of Concord. Dwenger on the attack. Lewandowski baseline, overshot it. Rebounded to Kinney, but he couldn't hold it. Was knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Bill Much knocked it out. Timeout has been called here with 2:55 to go. In the third quarter, it is 54-46 in favor of Concord, and we'll be back with more in just a moment.
The best place to begin talking about the freshness of Allen Dairy products is an Allen Dairy farm, because every product Allen Dairy makes starts with fresh local milk from farms just like this one. So when you buy Allen Dairy milk, cottage cheese, or sour cream, you're guaranteed the freshest dairy products money can buy. The next time you visit your grocery's dairy case, reach for the freshness of Allen Dairy products. One taste says it's good.
Out of bounds to Dwenger, offensive end of the court. They're down by 8. Comes outside to Tim Burns, to Coretta, three-pointer, not good. Rebound to Shawn Kemp, long pass comes down to Jamar to make that Steve Larkin. I said Jamar, but it was Steve Larkin, 14 for him. So it's a 10-point lead. Intercepted pass, slowing it down. 56-46 Concord. Almost intercepted by Randy Lewandowski. Concord basketball. Goes into Shawn Kemp off the pivot. And he scores. Very soft touch over the top of the rim. He has 28. Pat Murphy scores. Shawn Kemp misses. Rebound by Much, not good. The next rebound to Coretta, and then it's knocked to the side and out of bounds. It'll be Concord ball. The one-game scoring record in the semi-state is 47 points by Jim Ligon of Kokomo in 1962. Kemp at this moment has 28. Steve Larkin Jamar Johnson, good-looking sophomore, isn't he? Sean Kemp on the outside. Gets the ball back, turns, shoots. Not good. Kinney rebounds it. To Coretta. Coretta fakes, goes under, and it's blocked by Kemp. No goaltending is called. Driving down is Jamar Johnson. It is good. Jamar Johnson. Well, the Dwenger fans are incensed over no goaltending on the great play by Sean Kemp. Here is another at the bat. Coming down to Jamar Johnson. It's knocked out of bounds.
Mark Johnson, Dwenger coach, wants timeout. I'm sure he wants to talk to the official and say, hey, now wait a minute, how come we don't have goaltending on this?
Well, the Concord fans like it. Now the official being talked to by assistant coach Lance Hirschberger. We look into the Dwenger bench with 1:12 to go. It is 60-48. Concord in a really thundering display of offensive prowess here in the third quarter.
They're explosive, and when Kemp makes those big blocks, they get down floor very quickly again and capitalize on that by getting a bucket. For the most part, an easy bucket.
Excuse me. Dwenger scored only 8 points in this period up to this moment.
That's been the difference. They had a 1-point lead coming into this third quarter.
Let's take another look at the goaltending call.
We'll be the judge here. Boy, I think he sort of got it. Goaltending.
Well, it was on the way up. Here we go. Dwenger scored only 8 points in his third. .21 for Concord. Maceo Sharp. Ball is deflected. Back in the hands of Steve Larkin. Larkin fakes it, jumps it, shoots it, misses it. Rebound foul will be charged to Bill Much. His first of the game. We're at the 62-second mark of the third quarter.
Dwenger doing a good job controlling the boards underneath now for their nice play by Pat Murphy, and he is shoved and pushed out of bounds on that particular play. Bill Much getting the foul called against him. That's his first.
John Coretta. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. It's been all Concord here in the third. Coretta trying to get Kinney into a post. Kinney gets the ball, shoots from the line, and scores it. So it's a 10-point lead for Concord in the last 38 seconds of the third quarter. Dwenger exerting a lot of energy chasing this basketball. There's a traveling call. Maceo Sharp didn't establish a pivot foot with 27 seconds to go, third quarter. Coretta. Foul on Bill Much. Coretta was fouled. He is 1 for 2 at the foul line this afternoon with 20 points. Has 4 in this quarter.
It's only team foul number 3 on Concord in this half.
Coretta looking to inbound the ball. Feeds Rolfson, who banks it up, misses the shot. Jeff hurried that shot. Kemp coming down, passing off, and a foul. This is Lewandowski, his third. Well, he saved a basket, but he may not have saved the 2 points.
Take a look at it again now. Let's try to slow up the action. There's the foul by Randy Lewandowski. As Hilliard said, he saved probably the basket. Sort of a mismatch there. Lewandowski at 6'3". Maceo Sharp, they list him at 6'2", but he doesn't look that tall.
Bill Much has been replaced by Dwayne Wicke. Schaff has made 1 out of 2 today. One more. Still a 10-point lead for the team in green, Concord. Trying to evolve someone to play Norwell tonight for the semi-state championship. Norwell is already one of the 8. That's quite an honor for that school.
I think they have an enrollment of only 794 there.
Coretta wildly thrown right through the hands of Rolfson and out of bounds. So with 4 seconds to go, it is 61-50 Concord, and they have a chance yet for more. Long pass. It intercepted. Kemp tried to throw the ball underneath, and it was intercepted, and then they threw it the length of the court, and that's the buzzer at the end of the third. And your score is Concord 61 and Bishop Dwenger of Fort Wayne 50. The Shawn Kemp Show in a moment.
One of my fondest memories as a little boy was sitting in my grandfather's chair behind his massive desk. Today, now that I'm ready to furnish my own office, I've found the best value I can get is at the all-new O'Reilly's Office Furniture World in Georgetown Square, Fort Wayne's largest office furniture showroom. From desk and chairs to files and CRT tables, O'Reilly's offers low cash and carry prices, plus complete leasing arrangements. O'Reilly's Office Furniture World in Georgetown Square. There's a world of difference.
11-point margin for Concord. Lewandowski will intercept the inner bounds the ball for Dwenger. John Coretta will get the ball. Here he is. He has it back to Randy. Into the corner, half court. Ralston in and out, not good. Rebound. It's taken by Kemp. He dropped it and hit the baseline out of bounds. It'll be Fort Wayne Dwenger's ball. Lewandowski going in, scoring, and the blocking foul is on Kemp, his third.
Take a look at this again. Randy Lewandowski along the baseline. There goes Kemp. Kemp had his hands down. Let's see if we can see. Was Kemp established? I don't think so. Looked like he might have been moving just a wee bit there, and the official saw him move in there and called him for blocking.
His feet were shuffling, I think, Dick, and
his body not moving.
They didn't call a couple earlier, so they called that one. Here is Lewandowski missing it. Rebound, batted out of bounds. It was touched last by Coretta.
You mean Coretta out-rebounded Shawn Kemp on that one?
Well, Kemp was standing. He hadn't gone up in the air yet. 61-52 the score. 9-point lead for Concord. Long way to go in the last quarter. There's the trapping defense and a foul on Jeff Ralston. Shooting will be Jamar Johnson. He's not been on the foul line, but he is almost automatic with a percentage of 84. He has 11 points today, averages 13 a game. Three-point field goal percentage is 43. His regular field goal percentage is 50. And he scores again. That's his 12th point. So it's 62-52 in favor of Concord. He misses. Rebound by Pat Murphy away from Shawn Kemp. Randy Lewandowski. Randy drives, jumps, shoots, and scores it. So he has 2 quick field goals, and it's an 8-point lead. Now the trapping defense by Dwenger. Maceo Sharp. Now to Jamar Johnson. Shawn Kemper watching. Murphy is moving around with him. Now they drop back in on. This is Wiki. Passing off, shooting and scoring is Jamar Johnson. He has 14. 10-point lead for Concord. Rolfson, in and out, not good. Kemp rebound. Concord on the drive. Their lead is 10. Steve Larkin with the basketball. Kemp gets position inside. Murphy playing in front of him. 2 points, Maceo Sharp. 66-54, biggest lead. This is blowing on the rebound, and Pat Murphy fouled. Pat looks rather tired at this moment. We go to the other end of the court. Coming in for Concord is Bill Much, the starting center. He's going in for the shooter, so the substitution cannot be made at this moment. The free thrower is Dwayne Wicke, a senior, 6'2", 42% at the foul stripe. Leads by 12. First point of the game, he averages 1.9 points a game, has 42 points for the season going into this game, and now 43. Now the substitution. (68-54). 6:18 to go. You look at Jim Hahn, the coach, Concord. Coretta is showing the wear and tear, isn't he, Dick?
He is. He hasn't scored a point in this final period.
Ralston tries the three-pointer, but he dropped the ball. Picked up pass to Murphy, who shoots and scores. 10 points for Pat. 68-56. Jamar Johnson misses. Sean Kemp rebounds. Backward pedals. Into Kemp. Nice fake. Turn, shoot, scores. 30 points for him. So it is 70-56. Concord. Coretta is fouled. Charge it to Steve Larkin. Coretta will go to the line. He has 20 points. John Coretta, a senior, averaging 19.2. He has his average already with 5 minutes and 34 seconds. But I'm sure he's saying, to heck with my average, we've got to get more points on the board. A lot more. That shows his fatigue. He ordinarily is an excellent foul shooter. He's missed 2 today, made only 1. Larkin, alley-oop, right through the hands of Sean Kemp. He couldn't get it. Coretta. Ralston overshot it. Whistles are blowing on the rebound. A foul underneath. Looks like it might be charged to Maceo Sharp.
Take a look at number 44 on the green. Here's the shot by Ralston. There's the push underneath by Maceo Sharp.
And we have a 44 shooting the free throw. 1-1. 70-56. 14-point bulge for Concord. Murphy shoots free throws at 63%. That's his first conversion of the day.
Here's Hahn's reaction. Oh, no, he says. Darn it.
(70-58). Now some all-court pressure by Dave Westrup in the Dwenger lineup, number 20. Almost intercepted. Kemp gets it. Drives up, shoots, scores. What a touch. 32 points. He could play guard.
I think so.
On the tallest team in the world. They try a roll-off to Kitty, and Kitty was fouled. So Kitty goes to the foul stripe for Bishop Dwenger. The foul is on 54. Bill Much is third. Kitty the free thrower. 0 for 2 there today. Kenny's only a junior. He'll be back next year. Played a lot last year. Had some injuries this year.
Kenny asking for the ball. He gets it. He has it. No, he does not have it. Much pushed him a little bit, threw off his timing, and he didn't get the ball. But they gave him a chance to get a couple of points now from the free throw circle.
Shawn Kemp gets the rebound, and this is Jamar Johnson. Larkin into Kemp. Kemp has it knocked away. Save, but right in the hands of Coretta. Coretta on the drive for Dwenger. Stops, jumps, shoots, and short. Rebound to the baseline, out of bounds. It'll be Dwenger ball. Shawn Kemp looked over the bench. I'm not sure. Yeah, he wanted timeout. Shawn Kemp called that timeout. He turned to Jimmy Hahn, and he wanted 60 seconds of rest. 72-59 in favor of Concord. We'll be back with more.
Okay, Neil, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Big Deal Neil with another big deal from Big Deal Neil's Caratorium. Right now, we've got every car on my lot $500 below my cost.
That's a crime. And Kelly Chevrolet stomps out crime with true marked savings like these. Cavaliers as low as $69.95. Work trucks starting at just $89.90 and Astro conversions from $13,995.
But wait, there's...
72-59, and Dwenger has the ball. The offensive end of the court to Coretta. Half-court shot. He overshot it. Rebound fought for beautifully by Lewandowski. It is blocked. Foul, goaltending. No foul, goaltending on Shawn Kemp. Well, that one was not as close as the other one.
No.
72-61.
Here's where Dwenger needs a Portage press.
Intercepted by Kenny. Lewandowski. Lewandowski coming down. Dumps it off. Coretta lays up and scores. 22 for Coretta. All of a sudden, it's a 9-point ball game. Was a 12-point ball game. Shawn Kemp holding the ball. Fakes. Goes in the lane. Goes up. Shoots. And scores. Let's see if they count the basket. The foul is on Kenny. The basket is good by Kemp.
Well, this could have been a little suspect. Let's see. Oh, well, Kenny may not have been set, but Lewandowski was, but they're calling a foul on Kenny. He moved right in and turned his back on Kemp. Had Kenny stayed still, Kemp would have got the foul because he'd have crashed into Lewandowski, who was set.
Shawn scores again. He has 35 points. The record, of course, is 47. Dwenger still battling it here. This is Coretta. They're after him. Westrup, a three-pointer. Got it. Go to 75-66. Shawn Kemp dribbling around Murphy. Stops. Feeds it back out to Jamar Johnson. To Steve Larkin. Shawn Kemp. Baseline. Sharp. Kemp. Kemp is double-teamed. He travels. The turnover gives the ball back to Dwenger with 3:15 to go. Nine-point lead for Concord. This is John Coretta into Kinney. Kinney to the side. 3-point, Lewandowski misses it. Rebounded by Shawn Kemp, coming down. Stops, jump, shoots, short, and it goes out of bounds. It was deflected, I think. Yes, it was. It'll be Concord ball. Jamar Johnson will inbound it. Goes into Kemp. Outside to Steve Larkin. Larkin forces a shot, and he is fouled. Foul is on Dave Westrup.
Dave Westrup makes the foul right there. It's a little body contact. a tough one to call. Westbrook didn't think he had committed a foul.
Larkin has 14 points this afternoon. 15, now the chance for 16. 10-point lead for the team in green, the Concord Minutemen. Rebounded by Pat Murphy, quickly off to Dave Westrup, to John Coretta. This is Lewandowski, goes up, banks it up, misses the shot. Rebounded to Kemp, down court. This is Mudge, and a foul is called on Coretta. Bill Mudge was fouled by Coretta. Number 2 on John.
I don't think there's any doubt about this foul. Here comes Coretta. He's making sure that Mudge doesn't get the 2 points.
At least not the easy way.
8 points for Maceo for Bill Mudge.
I think John's been in the game all the way. They haven't taken him out of there, but he's beginning to show the wear of the game. He's only hit 1 out of 4 from the field here in this final quarter.
Yeah, just 6 points in the second half after getting 16 in the first 2 periods. Bill Mudge. Sean Kemp untangles the netting.
Didn't even have to leave his feet.
Oh, boy. You know, he could score a basket, reach over here, get our pencil, and score it.
There's that foul again by Coretta, right across both arms.
So Bill Mudge makes it 78-66 Concord. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Coretta on a drive. Had it knocked away, but foul. This will be charged to Maceo Sharp. And Coretta will go to the line.
They're going to call it on Steve Larkin. I thought Steve had a funny expression on his face underneath the basket, like, what do you mean, me? So we looked back up a few strides to see if there's anybody else there in the vicinity of John Coretta, and there wasn't.
Coretta. 23 points for John now. He gets 2. 10-point lead for the Minutemen. Jamar Johnson. Kemp missed the shot. Rebounded by Chris Kinney. Randy Lewandowski down the lane, goes up, shoots, and he misses it. Rebound, Murphy. Murphy goes up and scores. So it's an 8-point game with 2:07 to go. Dwenger battling and battling. Time has been called. Sean Kemp called the time. We'll be back.
Fans are coming from everywhere for one of the most exciting events of the year. Your Lincoln Mercury dealers' Tournament of Values. They're coming for Mercury Cougar, which can save you over $1,500 with customer cash and a popular equipment package that includes tilt steering, power locks, power windows, and more. There's also the special edition Cougar. It's specially equipped and available for a limited time only. Everyone's a winner during the Tournament of Values, only at your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Kokomo has won at Lafayette 65-61 from Lafayette Jeff. At Terre Haute in overtime, not a final. Greencastle 69, Evansville Central 65. Not a final yet, but in overtime. Sean Kemp, he called that timeout. This is back to Kemp. Kemp dribbling, passes underneath, intercepted by Coretta. Coretta coming down on her drive, goes to the foul line. Shot is blocked. Foul maybe on Kemp. Coretta will go to the foul line. Foul is on Sean Kemp, his 4th.
Kemp is so Big, let's see, there's the, he got him on the shoulder that time. Shawn put his hands down like, I didn't touch him, ref. I had my hands on the ball that time.
Coretta's had trouble at the foul line today, shooting 2 here. Ordinarily very proficient. He gets this one. One more. It is now 78-71. He could get it down to a 6-point game with 1:49 to go. He gets it. Now the full court pressure. They break it right away as Shawn Kemp gets into the attacking zone. 78-72. This is Johnson, Much, Larkin, Maceo Sharp, Much. They're trying to freeze it here. Eat up the time. It goes intercepted by Pat Murphy to Coretta. Coretta, long jump shot. Got it, a 3-point play. Coretta got 3, and it's 78-75. A minute 17 to go in the game. Don't go away. It is Concord basketball. It is passed now to Steve Larkin. Larkin across court to Maceo Sharp. To Jamar Johnson, to Sharp. They may have to foul here. It is to march into Kemp. Shawn shoots, scores. Shawn Kemp with 37 points, 80-75. Timeout, Dwenger with 52 seconds to go. Well, Dwenger has gotten back into this ball game. They were down 66-54. They've come back and got it down to within 4, and then it was 80-75. 52 seconds to go. Remember tonight's telecast, beginning at 8 o'clock. It will be Norwell against either Concord or Bishop Dwenger of Fort Wayne. If you weren't with us earlier today, Norwell outlasted Portage in a tremendous ball game, 60-57. Fred Marty led a good Portage team. Norwell had fine balanced scoring led by Terry Dishon.
John Coretta going for the 3-point play, and he was successful on this. Let's watch it. He's beyond the 19-foot mark. There's the bucket, and that put Dwenger within 3 of Concord, but then Shawn Kemp came right back down court, hit a little spin-around jumper, and now we stand at 80-75, but we still have 52 seconds remaining. And this is where the 3-point play, the 3-point shot, can change a ball game in a hurry. Makes a big difference. This was Kemp, turn around. Made a little bump in there on Murphy. Got the shot away, but these officials are letting that bump go.
Lewandowski will inbound the ball. Randy, Coretta's right in front of him. Now he moves, gets up the screen. Now he moves back to get the ball. That was all Coretta. Coretta trying to get open. This is Westrup shooting short. Rebound in the air, missed by Lewandowski. And then the jump ball and a foul. Lewandowski missed the shot at about 13 or 14 feet.
Dwenger with a chance here to get a couple of points back, but couldn't quite do it. There comes the foul by Lewandowski, grabbing a hold of Mr. Much.
42 seconds to go, and Bill Much, who's 2 for 2 in the final period at the free throw lane, goes up there with 1+1. He has 4 points today, averages 9.9 points a game. He's only a sophomore. Good free thrower at 72%. (81-75) Concord. Concord undefeated, as you know, 25 in a row. Playing in their second regional in Fort Wayne. 2 years ago, they lost to Michigan City Rogers here in the afternoon game. Another for Much. 82-75. Coretta. Coretta drives, stops, jump shoots, banks it up, misses the shot. Rebound Kinney, not good. Rebound Kinney, he goes up, not good, and then traveling is called on Kinney, and the turnover gives the ball back to Concord with 32 seconds to go.
Kinney got hammered in the chin there, shook it off, went right back up to try to get the shot away. But they called him for traveling.
Steve Larkin will inbound the ball. 32 seconds. And the foul immediately by Dave Westrop. The attendance here today, although they sold 9,912 tickets, the paid attendance in the arena, 9,280. Jamar Johnson. Kinney rebounds, 30 seconds. Coretta down court. Lewandowski fakes, drives, stops, goes up, shoots, and misses. But an offensive foul on Lewandowski. We have 5 on him. And 5 has been called.
Lewandowski, there's the charge. Ooh, boy, that was a charge, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was moving into the defensive man. Jeff Ralston will go in. Coming out is a tired Randy Lewandowski with 16 points. Final score, Greencastle 69, Evansville Central 65, overtime at Terre Haute. Foul, Dave Westrop on Bill Much. 21 seconds to go. It's 82-75 Concord. Dwenger set the early scoring pace, led 19-18 at the quarter, 40-39 at halftime. We're down by 11 at 3/4 and got back into the game and trimmed it to 3 in this last period. Misses. Rebounded by Kitty. Coretta, 18 seconds. Coretta from back of the three-point line misses. Rebound to the side. Controlled by Concord down court to Kemp. He scores. Spectacular shot by Shawn Kemp. 4 seconds. 84-75. Ralston's shot is not good. It's all over, and it's won by Concord. 84-75. In a blazing, spectacular last-second shot by Shawn Kemp. And he finished with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 39 points. Let's take another look at it, Dick, and there it is. Well, it'll be Concord against Norwell tonight, 84-75. And there's that great shot again by Shawn Kemp. We'll be back with the scoring recap following these messages.
There's one side of your car you seldom see, the underside. But at Fox & Fox, Ron Newsbaum looks at it very carefully. His specialty is mufflers, and when your car needs a replacement, he'll do it right. How smooth your car rides depends on shocks, and with all the different types, you need to rely on an expert like Mike Schy. He'll fit the right shock to any vehicle, compact car, RV, light trailer, or semi-tractor. Ron Newsbaum and Mike Schy, 2 of the many people you can count on to be your undercar specialists at Fox & Fox.
Well, Dick, we have the 2 finalists in tonight's semi-state in Fort Wayne, and there have been a couple of surprises around the rest of the state, with Richmond being defeated, but Muncie Central, I think, was winning the last time we saw it. Here today, Norwell took out the Portage Indians by a 60-57 score, and then behind the 39-point barrage of Shawn Kemp, Concord took out Fort Wayne Dwenger in quite a battle, 84-75. The scoring now, Shawn Kemp had 39, Maceo Sharp with 8, Bill Much with 6, Jamar Johnson 14, Steve Larkin 15, and Dwayne Wicke with 2 free throws. Dwenger had Randy Lewandowski with 16. Pat Murphy, 14. Thea Cable did not score. Jeff Ralston with 2. John Coretta, a very, very courageous performance by John with 29 points here today. And Chris Kenny had a total of 11, and Dave Westrop had the other 3. 19-18 Dwenger at the quarter. It was 39-40 Dwenger at halftime. At 3/4, Concord 61 and Dwenger 50. And after Dwenger got far behind, about 12 points behind in the final period, they rallied and cut it down to 3 on a 3-point play by John Coretta. Could not get any closer. And the final tally was 84-75 in favor of Jimmy Hahn's undefeated team from Concord High School in the greater Elkhart area. Norwell tonight in the championship against Concord. That'll be quite a ball game because Norwell has strong and good-sized men on the front line, and Terry Dishong had an 18-point performance this afternoon against Portage in that victory over the Portage Indians. So 60-57 in favor of Norwell, 84-75 in favor of Concord. And Dick, I've heard you. I don't know whether you have the final stats or not.
I can give you very quickly. Concord's hitting 61% of their shots in this contest, and Dwenger hitting only 43%. Dwenger 8 out of 14 from the charity stripe. Concord 15 out of 22. Rebounding about the same. Turnovers, Concord had 23 and Dwenger 17.
All right, Dick, it gives us a moment, too, to thank Dr. Eugene White, principal of Wayne High School, the host school, and just a bevy of wonderful people that have worked. Gary Patterson, the athletic director, who is the man who does the nuts and bolts jobs here, and then Murray Mendenhall III and Frank Hauk. They've been of immeasurable help to us during the last 3 weeks in this tournament. We'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Hilliard Gates with Dick DeFay saying goodbye. Semi-state tonight, 8 o'clock, Norwell against Concord. Goodbye till then.
This Sports Center 33 special was brought to you by Anchorage, makers of quality franks, smoked sausages, and cold cuts. Anchorage, the very best from our house to yours. By Scott's Foods, say yes to Scott's, your low-price leader. By Schenkel's Dairy, be sure to thank Mom for buying Schenkel's All-Star Dairy products. By Kaler Nickel Medical Centers in Bluffton and Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Salina, Ohio. Kaler Nickel Medical Center, your lifeline to better health. By Colonial Homes by Della Grange, the very best. And by Perfection, makers of Sunbeam, Hillbilly, Les, and Country Heart Breads. Be sure to join us tonight at 8 o'clock for the Fort Wayne Semi-State Championship, a presentation of Sports Center 33, the area leader in television sports for 35 years.